Hello, everybody, and welcome to IC Markets Market Commentary. My name is Tamar Mehr from Trade with Precision. So on Thursday, we're going to have the ECB decision, and the market is expecting 0.25% rate cut. So today, I want to do a spotlight on the euro, and I want to start with a chart of Euro Swiss. So here on the daily, we can see the level of 0.93. We're consolidating above this level and mostly going sideways. But the level that I want to pay attention to is here, the 0.92, and that comes from the monthly chart. So if we'll take a look here on the monthly, we can see that we had a couple of touches at that level, and so far we kept on rejecting that level. Then we had another pullback, made a lower high, came back down fast, and now we're rolling over. So what I'd like to see is a bit more compressions of price above this 0.92 level, and then I'll be looking for either a break and a continuation of this very long-term bearish trend, or if the market will break without compression, I'll be looking for a pullback to test this level from above. So this is more of a higher time frame move. Next, I want to take a look at Euro Kiwi. Now, Euro Kiwi here on the monthly chart is in an uptrend. We've got the moving averages 10, 20, 50, all fanning, all in the correct order for an uptrend. And after printing a very strong higher high, we actually rejected that move and closed with a strong bearish rejection candle. However, we haven't broken the low of that bearish rejection yet. So what I'm looking for is a bit more of a pullback in the context of the monthly chart toward the buy zone, that area between the 10 and the 20 moving averages, and the level of 1.85. At this area, I'll be looking for more bullish opportunities. Until then, I'm looking for a break of those levels. So I'm looking for a lower time frame, potential short-term opportunities. So if we take a look here on the weekly chart, we can see that we're basically going sideways here. So I'm looking for those bearish move toward this monthly level. So I'll look here on the daily chart, and we can see we've got first the level of 1.88 and then the level here of 1.86. So this is in case the euro will get weaker. If we'll see a strengthening of the euro, I'll be looking at Euro Aussie and Euro Dollar. So Euro Aussie here on the weekly chart, we can see we had a very nice pullback into the buy zone, bullish rejection candle in the buy zone and a break above it. However, just to keep in mind that the monthly chart is still quite overextended, meaning quite a distance between where price action sits right now and the moving averages. So for short-term trading opportunities, I'm looking at the level of 1.76. I'd like to see a break above it, and then I'll be looking at the 1.7870 area. We could see more sellers coming in around that area. So on Wednesday, we also have the Australian GDP numbers, and that could see a reaction around this pair. So coming down into the daily chart, and we can see the reason for those levels. We've got a lot of touches at these areas in the past. So a push above the 1.7660 area, and I'll be looking at the resistance level at the 1.7870. Lastly, I want to take a look at the chart of euro dollar. So on Friday, we're going to see non-farm payroll coming out of the US. Now, on euro dollar, on the weekly chart, we can see once again we had a pullback into the buy zone and into the strong level of 1.11, rejected that push, a break above this indecision candle, and a continuation of this move. However, we are sitting quite high up and at the level of 1.14. So if we'll take a look here on the monthly chart, we can see it's a similar story. This is not an uptrend. We moved from a lower low all the way to a higher high, but we're still rather overextended. So coming down into the daily chart, and I'm looking for potential continuation of that move. So we can see a couple of touches underneath that level. So I'll be looking at lower time frame for compressions of price, keeping in mind that we do have this 1.16 level, which is a very strong level on the monthly chart. Happy trading, everyone. Bye for now.